Guard me, top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you both survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. You hit me, you lost your mind. Top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you both survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. You hit me, you lost your mind.
Welcome to the half holiday edition of the We Are Wrestling podcast. I I am not sure why I said half holiday because we're close, but we're not at Christmas. But okay, I don't know why I said that. Just disregard I said that, guys. Don't even think too hard. It's not Christmas yet. All right, just don't think about it. Just, so Renegade, how are you?
I'm all right. We're like what, a few days away?
Yes, we're in the holiday range of thing. Yay! Let's get to the thing so it won't be awkward. Yay! So NXT was a thing, and NXT was a tape show, but this was I I don't. Something happened in this show that like I don't actually know how to feel about it, and like we're gonna get to it, but I actually don't know how to feel about it. People are saying one thing,
Hope,
and part of me is like, I don't know how to feel about this thing. I don't. I'm not even gonna lie.
ho- hopefully we're thinking about the same thing because
Hmm.
like it was a part in this show that I don't know, like it kind of hit me the wrong way and whatever. Like, but at the same time, it's like it is a show, so like I care but don't care.
Yeah, like we're gonna get to that part because like that, like
Yeah.
I I don't know how to feel about that. But I'm gonna start with something that I do know how to feel about is Tiffany Stratton versus Fallon Henley was the start of the show. And they're having a match. I'm like, all right, cool, they're having a match. And Fallon wins. And it's like, okay, yeah, like that's the end of the feud. Wow. Until Tiffany beats the living hell out of her and takes her in the back and throws trash on her and mops her face. And I'm like, what kind of weird shit is this? And I know people are like, well, that happens. No, this is like 1980s style weird shit that like two women would do to each other. It's like, kind of weird shit is this? Like, he's way better than this. Sean is better than this. And like, that's what like this whole NXT episode was like, Sean is better than this. Why is this happening? This just felt so,
Yeah.
this felt off too. And it was like, he's better than this. Like, Shawn Michaels is better than this. This is totally off. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't like this at all because it was just dumb as shit. It was just dumb as shit.
But the match itself was okay. Like I feel like Fallon like improved a lot more. Like on the same, almost the same level as Tiffany because I didn't like her at first.
Hmm.
She improved too, so they're on par in my opinion.
Yeah, they both evolved, but like I really like this feud has been going on for too long. It hasn't been going on as long as other feuds other places, but this feud has been going on too long to me. And I'm less like, all right, this should have ended. And they're like, no, we're gonna extend this a little bit out to something dumb. And I'm like, all right, well, this is stupid. Like, I'm emotionally checked out now. Especially with the fucking mop and bucket shit. I was like, yeah, no, I'm officially checked out. Like, yeah. Like I'm done with this.
The
I'm,
next match should be the last one though.
yeah, but this should have been the last one because like this has been dragged out for like over like 3 or 4 months, which I hate when feud is dragged out over 3 or 4 months with no contact, no like storyline in between. It's just dragged out in between 3 and 4 months, and it's like I don't like that. Like that's so idiotic. Like Cody and Nakamura, like that's literally playing out on TV like throughout the months. This Fallon Henley and whatever her name, goddamn Tiffany Stratton is just like it's too long. Like this has been playing out for like at least 6 months, and it's like, all right, just end it. Just end it. Just
If
fucking
not
end it.
longer.
No, it's been about 6 months. It's been about 6 months because like it was. I think it was like a random tournament match that happened and they had beef, and then they had the other tournament match where Tiffany took her out, and it was like, all right, they're gonna have a 1-on-1 eventually, and then they get to the 1-on-1 after Tiffany has the big match and deadline and all of that, and it's like, what? Well, what the fuck is the point? Like, it's just too much. It's too much. Like, I know they've been beefing since October because Tiffany did the whole um no, Fallon did the whole Tiffany Stratton, and we couldn't figure out who the fuck was who. That like so yeah, like
Yeah,
they've been beefing since Halloween. So it's like, yeah, like just end this. Just fucking end this. But it's gonna go to next year and fuck it is whatever. I hate stuff like this. So
the
then we get
the only reason it didn't end is
hmm
because like it should usually end in a stipulation type of match, cage, whatever. You know, what I mean, this last match was a regular match, so
but that's what I mean. They should have had this as a stipulation match. They didn't do it, and it was
yes,
like,
yes,
no, we're just gonna extend it. And it's like, fuck, man, just end this.
yeah.
So then we had Trick and Mello backstage. And Mello comes to Trick and says, yo, I know it was Ilya. And Trick's like, dog, how do you know it was him? And Mello's like, no, I never been hit that hard. Yo, I got an idea. He's like, what's the idea? Why don't we turn this into a triple threat? And Trick was like, how does that work? And soon as he said that, and I was not expecting Trick to say that. He was like, how that's gonna work? He's like, no, we could double team him. And he's like, Mello, that don't make no sense. He's like, no, man. He's like, I earned this shot. This is gonna be me. And he's like, I'm gonna do this, but you know what? I want you in my corner for the match. And it's like, all right, Mello's gonna screw him out the title. Got it. Got it.
Could see that a mile away.
Yeah, it was like I'm glad like this is the one time of fucking just a person was like, yo, that's fucking stupid. That is the dumbest shit ever. Instead of just being like, yeah, let's go with it. Like Trick actually was like, no, that's fucking stupid. Like that makes no sense. Like it makes no sense. Like at least he called it out, and I like that.
He thought it through, so yeah.
Yeah, like we rarely ever get like a wrestler go, oh yeah, no, that doesn't sit right. No, it's like this time, yeah.
To be honest,
So
this might be the first because I don't recall anybody before that like
yeah,
having a brain.
that's what I was thinking too. So then we had Ilya Dragunov, and he came out and he was mad at being in this lovers quarrel between Trick and Mello. He was like, I ain't do shit. I shouldn't be in this. And then all of a sudden, Ridge Holland comes out, and we had read the spoilers, and Ridge Holland comes out, and he immediately starts talking about, I need this. I need this redemption because, like, I've hurt people in the past, and I don't want that stigma of being a guy that hurts people. And like, as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, that what we read online was actually a work, which we knew it was a work like about an hour after we found out online. But it was like they're going to move into this territory. And the funny part is like Ridge Holland was standing there, and I was looking at him. I'm like, you know what? Ridge Holland could be like a straight up player, just like by himself, just like he could be that guy. But like, soon as they tagged him with the storyline, I'm like, well, that's it. That's the end of Ridge Holland. Like, just sorry, that's it. That's the end of him.
Ruined.
Yeah, they ruined him, and it was like, what the fuck? Like
Yep.
you could have did so much better because like he had this look because he had on a shirt and he just like was built and jacked. I'm like, damn, Ridge Holland looks good. Like he could be somebody, but he's like, nah. So then we get to the back, and Ilya bumps into Trick, and Trick is like, dog, what is you thinking? Why is you putting the title on the line? And Ilya's like, listen, you need to get your shit together with Mello because I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna beat Ridge, and me and you are gonna have our match. And Trick is like, yeah, all right. He's like, all right. And then he walks off. So then we have Dion Lennox versus Lexus King. And Deion Lennox, like he comes out looking like a nerdy school dude, and then he takes off his glasses and turns into a kind of a monster. I mean, this would have worked better if he would have got more offense on Lexus King than just a little bit that he did. And like he just like has this rage and anger in him. And it's like, all right, I kind of like the gimmick, but you're going against Lexus King, and Lexus King is going to win because, they paid money for him. They brought him, they paid money for him. He's here. And, that's why he won.
Yeah, I like the dude too. Like he kind of reminds me of Percy Watson. What's his name?
Mm-hmm.
He used to be from NXT. Like the whole nerd gimmick reminds me of that. Just a
Yeah.
lot more jacked and violent.
Yes. And then after Lexus King won, the dude that he attacked showed up and ran him off with a chair. It's like, oh, okay, cool. And
Did you care about the dude? Because I didn't.
I didn't. And then they went from that dude who has a Native American gimmick to Eddie Thorpe, who also has a Native American gimmick. And I was like, wow, that was that was a thing. They went right from one to
I
the
wonder how many
other.
people noticed that.
I don't think a lot. And Eddie Thorpe starts talking about, yo, listen, Dijak, me and you, we need to finish this. And I was pissed off again because I'm like, Jesus Christ, here goes another fucking story that's been going on for way too fucking long and it needs to end. And they're like, no, it's going to end in an NXT underground match next week. I was like, I swear to God, this should have ended months ago, but fuck it. Ended in the underground match. Just get rid of it. Just another one going too long. I hate when they do this. I hate it.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't this whole feud start in that match?
That's what I thought too. But I'm like, I just want this to end. And not even gonna lie, that happened like almost a year ago. And this is one thing I hate about storylines like this. AEW and NXT does it. You have a storyline that's supposed to play out between two people, but the two people battle, they separate, go do multiple other things, come back to that story, do multiple other things, and then come back to the story, and then it kind of ends, and it's like, oh, well, we're gonna leave it open to see where it goes. And it's like, no, that's not how it is. And I know somebody out there sitting there like, well, you're just thinking about a WWE model with like a story of like ending the story right there. It's like, no, there's multiple other companies that like literally end the story. What's like you had the 3 matches. It's like, all right, 3 matches, it's over. Impact does it. Fucking the main roster, WWE does it. New Japan even does it. Even though people are like, well, they don't run shows all the time, and it's like months and months like disjointed, and it's like, no. It's months and months disjointed, but while it's disjointed, you have the two people feuding on the road till they get to the next show. They get to that match, that shit is over. It's done. They moved on. Like, it's over. Like, yeah, it's a long time in between because they don't run shows all the time, but they feud and they get to the end and it's over. And then you just like don't have it anymore and they move on to the next thing. That's how all wrestling should be. But no. So then we had JC Jane and Thea Hale versus Izzy Dane and Kiana James. So this match was okay, but the whole through line of the match, fucking Thea Hale keeps looking at Oliver, whatever his goddamn name is. I was gonna call him Oliver Jordan, but that's not his name.
I was thinking the same name. Oh my god.
I don't even know his name. His name is Oliver something, but that dude that she has a huge crush on, she kept looking at him and she wound up losing the match because she kept paying attention to him. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's a distraction thing. Good for her. All
I was
right.
about to say Oliver Queen.
No,
but we all
wrong.
know who that is.
Yeah, wrong Oliver. So then we get backstage and Roxy is definitely going heel because she's just so angry because she wants to fight Kiana James. Another one of them long ass stories that need to fucking end. She wants to fight Kiana James, and she's back there, and Ariana Grace like basically tells her like you're stupid, and Roxy slaps the shit out of Ariana Grace. That starts another feud, but also it does not end the feud that should be ended with Kiana James and fucking Roxy. And it's like Jesus Christ.
I kind of feel
So
like it does though, because like if Roxy's going to what's her name, Grace, and Kiana's in the tag team, it kind of does. They might go at it months from now,
no,
but this
that's the
section is
problem.
done.
That's the problem. They're going to go at it months from now, and it's still going to be part of the same story from when Izzy Dane and Kiana James in the cage match screwed the shit out of her. And like it's gonna wind up being a fight later on, and you're gonna be like, Jesus Christ, why doesn't the story end? Like, can't they just move on to new dance partners? But no, they're stuck. Like I don't understand. Like I don't get it. Like once like sitting here at the end of the year and watching, and it's like, wait a minute, wait that's still going on. That's still going on. It's like this is kind of fucked up. So moving on to another storyline that's kind of still going on, and you're gonna be like, wait, how's it still going on? But it's not. So we get Chase U in the back. They're gambling with out of the mud, and Chase is winning, and he's got money, and so he puts up. He's like, listen, he loses, and he's like, listen, just give me one more shot, and I'll give you back all your money. And Reggie goes, wait, you know what? Instead of that, you get us a tag team title match with the family. And the girl who's been following him around is from the family. And she's like, yo, Chase is at it again. He's losing money. And then she calls Tony D'Angelo, and Tony D'Angelo goes, you know what? All right, we'll give Out of the Mud a title shot. I was like, okay. All right, that's random as fuck, but all right. Like this somehow is going to end up with Chase U taking on the family and getting out of whatever the fuck they're into, but it's like what the fuck.
And apparently, like I was wrong, and it is Chase with the fucking gambling thing.
Wait, we're not 100% sure though. We're not 100% sure. You can't be like that. It's not 100%
That's not
sure.
no. That's why I use the word apparently. Like
Yeah.
yeah, 100%, not sure, but it kind of leading towards that way in this segment. Last week
Mm-hmm.
or like the week prior, like it seemed like it was more Duke, but now it seemed like it's 100% Chase. But even then, I don't believe it. For all we know, it might actually be fucking what you call it, JC, because all this started when JC got in.
Yeah, like we never know, but like I do want to see how this ends. I just don't want to keep going with the fucking Chase U versus the family. Once again, long ass story. So then we get to a new story because we have Catch Point. I'm calling them Catch Point. I'm not calling them whatever the fuck WWE is calling them. I'm calling them Catch Point. Has a match with Dragon Lee, and they pick Charlie Dempsey. All right, it's Charlie Dempsey versus Dragon Lee. All right, cool. Before he can do anything, Gallus shows up, and Joe Coffey's like, "Well, the bell didn't ring. You said this was an open challenge, even though you had a match. The bell didn't ring. North American Open Challenge. I could get in it." So Dragon Lee goes, "Fuck it, 3-way." I was like, oh, "Okay." And to me, that was actually really fucking smart because yeah, these are North American like open challenges. The bell didn't ring, so the match wasn't on. So Joe Coffey got in. Perfect. Like, how come nobody ever thought of this before? I'm like, this is great.
I was just about to ask you that.
Yeah, this is something decent, and I like it. I'm like, all right, yeah, NXT people are actually using their fucking brains. They're fucking putting shit together. I'm like, all right, this is one thing I really like about NXT. So Joe Coffey gets distracted by fucking Joe Gacy because Joe Gacy is in the crowd, and he's scared of Joe Gacy because Joe Gacy fucked. No, that's not what happened. Joe Gacy grabbed him
He
while he was wrestling.
he was under the ring. He
Yeah,
was
he was
under the
under the ring
ring.
and he grabbed him. The Joe Gacy thing happened later on when he distracted him in the crowd for the Gallus tag match. Yes.
Yeah.
But like I like the Joe versus Joe. I like the Dragon Lee one. And in the beginning, soon as like Catchpoint was out there, Gallus was out there, and Vic Joseph goes, Dragon Lee doesn't have anybody to watch his back. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get somebody to watch his back. So at the end, Catchpoint beats the shit out of Dragon Lee, and here comes LWO to save him. I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense.
I saw that coming.
Yep. So LWO is now adopting Dragon Lee as the new LWO person. Bet.
Is
So
he the second in command now? Seeing the fact that Santos is out.
I mean, he has to be because Ray is injured. So I mean, yeah,
And Carlito's injured too. So
yeah.
quote unquote.
I don't know when he's ever coming back, but sure, like he's gone.
Yeah.
So then we had fucking Trick and Mello, and Trick's pissed off because he's like, why would Ilya do that? And see, Mello goes, man, see, that's why you can't trust this guy. He's like, I know he attacked me. And he's like, man, he's like, we're going to get to the bottom of this eventually. I'm like, all right, cool. But it just, I don't know. I don't know. So then we get Cora Jade. Cora Jade comes in and she's like, I'm back to take over the women's locker room, blah, blah, blah. And she takes down somebody's name. She puts her name up and she takes this person's stuff and she throws it on the floor. And she's like, this is my locker and I'm back and I'm better than ever. And Gigi is sitting there and Gigi's like, I thought she was going to beef with Gigi. I'm like, oh, she's going to beef with Gigi. Gigi's like, no, 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 no. And then we find out it's Carmen Petrovich. And she walks in and she's like, yo, who threw my stuff on the floor? And Gigi's like, hey, it was Cora Jade. Maybe, she was like, maybe you should beat her ass because you should teach her a lesson. And I was like, oh, okay. But
Kind of
Gigi,
instigated that.
yeah, like at the same time, it's like, but Gigi, like you sat there and just like didn't do anything. Like you could have helped, but like, man, whatever. But yeah, Gigi, like what the fuck?
I called it. I think she's going here.
I mean, I would not be mad with to add Gigi with Cora. Like it would be all right.
Yeah.
So then we get another breakout tournament match with Lucian Crostino, I think his name was, versus Tavion Heights. And Tavion gets in the ring and like he's super hyped up, but we got the lawyer dude, and the lawyer dude we've seen him before. He wrestled one time. But
He
Tavion starts,
wrestled Von Wagner, if I'm not mistaken.
yes. Tavion just like gets in the ring and he starts suplexing dudes. He starts throwing people around, and it's like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. And they're like, yeah, this guy only started 10 months ago. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Like, this is the second time they've had somebody in this breakout tournament that just started this year and looks like they've been wrestling for fucking a long ass time. It's like, all right, dude, like whatever's going on back there in that PC, we gotta chill. We gotta chill.
Basically.
And Tavion Heights, he winds up beating Lucian, so now he's going on to the next round of the tournament. And it's like, brother, like what the fuck is going on in that damn place? Like, so yeah, that was a thing. And so then we get a Lyra Valkyria and Blair Davenport promo, and it's basically they basically said that they came from NXT UK. They're both from the UK. They both like were going for the championship. They never got it, and this is their match that they're going for the championship. And they're like, all right, that was a nice little thing. And then we get Nikita Lyons, and she comes up to Lyra and she's like, yo, I'm gonna handle your Tatum Paxley problem. Okay, cool. But I do want your championship. It's like, So you're gonna handle her problem. So she owes you a favor to give you the championship. Got it. All right, that makes sense. I mean, people do it all the time, but they're like, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, because isn't that the same thing that's happening on fucking AEW with
Yes,
Joe?
yes. But Joe's a little bit different, and we'll explain that later. But it's different.
Yeah.
So then we get Noam Dar in the back, and he accepts Briggs's match for next week, and they're all happy and hype. And the way they're happy and hype, it makes me think that they're gonna lose. But at the same time, something happens later on that makes me go, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So we get Tatum Paxley versus Nikita Lyons, and Tatum just works over Nikita's hand, and it's like, okay, what the fuck happened to her hand? Like her knee was injured. Why you not working over her knee? But she fucks her up a little bit, and then Nikita hits her with the kick and the split, and 1, 2, 3, Nikita wins. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. She busted open Tatum's nose, but like, all right.
She'll be alright. She probably liked it.
I mean, she looked like she liked it because she was like touching her face and just smiling and happy. I'm like, okay, cool. That like you're a weirdo, but I love it.
Don't be surprised if that was at work.
I mean, I it could have been, but it looks like she really got kicked in the face. So I mean,
Yeah.
so then we get Fallon Henley. She's angry. She wants to fight, and we get Briggs and Jensen. And Briggs basically tells Jensen, "Listen, man, I know that they're gonna have metaphor. I'm not. I don't need you. Everything's gonna be fine. I got this." And Jensen keeps trying to tell him, man, like, listen. He's like, we're friends. He was like, I got your back. And he's like, dude. He was like, I need to do this for me. I need to do this. And as soon as he left, you see Jensen with the face like, you're trying to leave me behind. I'm gonna fuck you over. Fuck you. So yeah, that's gonna happen.
Everyone leaves me.
Basically. So we get Hank and Tank versus the Gallus boys. This is where Joe Coffey gets distracted by Joe Gacy in the crowd. And Hank and Tank, I don't know what it is about them. It's something about them that I like, but then there's something about them that's like too generic that I don't like. It's like they have something, but also they have nothing. It's like, what? Like Gallus beats them, but like they have something, but they also have nothing. And it's like I really want them to have something to be like, oh, this is why they're cool. Yeah, but it's just like, they're here. Okay. So then we get Dijak talk about, hey, listen, I'm gonna beat your ass next week, and I don't care if your family's in the stands. I'm gonna destroy you. Blah blah blah. Whatever, whatever. It's like, yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. I hope you do whatever you said you were gonna say. Whatever. I don't care. I'm checked out. So then we get Tiffany
Wow.
Epiphany talking about how she's gonna get rid of Fallon Henley, and I also don't care. Don't care.
She basically said she's gonna make her servant and whatever.
I I really
Like that.
don't. I
That
don't
type
want
of.
that. I don't want that because if they do that, that means is they're gonna have another match because now she's gonna be her servant. She's gonna have to wrestle her way out of being a servant, and it's like, come on, man, I don't want that. Please let this go. Like, please let this go.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want that, but I want that the other way around.
It's either way, it's going to still lead to more matches, and that's why I just don't want it to happen. But it's going to happen because that probably be the stipulation. Something, something, something. If this person loses, it's the servant. Ha ha. That's it.
But it could lead into Tiffany turning face. Like weird
Eh,
things have happened. Like in AEW when Ego lost his contract to Matt Hardy and whatever, and they eventually turned him face. Like he changed his way type of thing. They could do something similar to that.
But that's the thing. I don't want Tiffany to change her ways. I like Tiffany being an asshole. Like Tiffany, like being this rich girl asshole right now. I want her to be this way for a couple of years, even when she gets to the main roster. Just be Tiffany, like this broad is just like I am just so high class. I'm high maintenance, whatever. Blah blah blah. You don't matter. I want her to be that way until like if Fallon goes with her and Fallon turns into that type of person and Fallon like gets more of an edge, I'll be cool with that. But like also I don't want them to fight again after whatever fight they're gonna fight next. That's what I don't want.
No, I agree with you, but like there is that they could like become friends after this.
Yeah, I mean
If that's the case, I'm okay with it. It's a slight chance, but it could happen.
no, but if they're friends, that means they won't fight, and like I'm okay with that. As long as they're friends and won't fight,
Yeah,
and we won't see this feud again, I'm cool with it. If there's like some
yeah,
chance that there's going to be another feud, I don't want it.
yeah, 100% no.
So then we get to the main event, which is Ridge Holland versus Ilya Dragunov, and they're fighting, and all of a sudden, Ridge goes for the rampage on Ilya, and he injures Ilya Dragunov. I'm like, oh, okay, this was the work. And the funny part about this, Ilya sells it so well that you do not know if was real or not, and he's perfectly fine. This was a fake out because they're working an injury angle where Ridge Holland injures people, and this is a thing. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. So give me your take on this.
Like, I guess it's okay because it progresses the story, but I don't like it because it's too close. Like, first of all, you used the wrong person because he actually injured somebody in real life, that being Big E. Big E's career might be over. That's still iffy.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say he might coming back. Some people say he's not coming back. Never know. Plus, earlier that day, I seen that it be celebrating 11 years that Big E was there. So for me personally, it kind of bothered me a little bit more just because I saw that. But I don't know. Like, I don't want to take it too personal, but it just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Okay, so one, I totally get that, and I'm like, all right, yeah, the Big E thing. Two, I get that like it will mess with Rich Holland because people already was sending him death threats and stuff because they thought he actually hurt Ilya, and it was a thing. And I'm like, okay, that is fucked up. And it's just like some people are like, this was completely tone deaf. This was stupid. And part of me is like, I don't care because like this was so just dumb. It was like I don't give a fuck about it. And then like part of me is like, yeah, like the Biggie injury and like the shit that happened with Ridge Holland. It's like, yeah, I get it, but like I don't really know how to feel. I don't lean either way because it's like I don't lean to oh this was in bad taste or oh this was good. Like I don't really have an opinion on it because I don't care. It's like I don't care. Like you're touching with real world stuff is whatever, but it's like I don't care. Like I don't have an emotion either way, and that's even worse than having an emotion. Like I don't give a shit. That's the bad part. That is really fucked
Yeah,
up.
fair.
That is really fucked up because I don't care because it's like I know that this is bad, and then also I don't see any good in it, and it's like yeah, I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like I'm split down the middle because I'm just like I don't give a shit. Like that's how I feel about it.
And that's probably even worse than like it bothering me. Like the
Yeah,
fact you don't care because you're supposed to care either way. You know?
right. And I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was NXT. Moving on to Raw. This opening, like a lot of people didn't have an opinion on this opening, but I like this opening for like some facts of some dumb shit that happened in this. Like I like this opening. So
Same, same.
it's the Judgment Day. They come out and they're just basically doing Judgment Day stuff, talking shit. And then here comes Truth. And Truth is like, why didn't y'all tell me that y'all was going to the ring? He's like, we're part of the Judgment Day. And Truth has a Judgment Day shirt with his name on it. And then JD is telling him, like, you're not part of the Judgment Day. And then Truth is like, I'm in the gang. And Damian Priest has the microphone and he's trying to say something. And Truth goes, I'm in. Because last week you jumped me in. So that means I'm part of the team. And you see Damian and Finn both at the same time, as soon as he say that, bust out laughing. They could not fucking help it. And he just kept going. And every 5 seconds he kept saying something and they could not fucking hold it. Damian Priest the whole time was just smiling. He could not fucking keep it together. And he just kept trying to walk it off, but it just was not working. It was not working.
I feel like Truth, like he's not scripted like everybody else. He goes with the fucking flow, says whatever.
Yes. And then
That's awesome.
JD's like, Truth, you're not even in this. So Truth goes, it's the holiday. Why don't we have a holiday street fight? And then like me and Renegade both said to each other, was like, they advertised this earlier. And fucking JD goes, Truth, they already advertised this match. This is happening. It's happening next. And then Truth goes, well, okay, if I win, you're out of Judgment Day.
No, no, no. He said, but wait, aren't we too far? Because it is what was it, 45th Street or some shit,
Yeah,
whatever the movie is?
34th Street.
Yeah.
He was fucking great. Like, it's so weird that like you didn't notice you miss R-Truth to R-Truth is back. It was so good.
I said it. Like, he was the best return that night.
Yes. So then they have this holiday street fight. It's just basically anything goes match. 1 point, Truth hugs Dominic, and Dominic was fucking smiling. The bad part was like he caught him off guard, and Dominic was smiling, even though he was supposed to attack Truth. He did wind up attacking him, but he was smiling. So they're having this match, and Truth puts JD through a table. 1, 2, 3. Truth gets the win. And
By accident, mind you.
yes, the funny part about this was like I was totally just normally just going, oh yeah, this happened until somebody tweeted out, y'all know Truth is 51 years old. I'm like, excuse me, what? Yeah, he's 51 years old and he's doing matches like this. I'm like, okay, well, yep, that's disturbing.
That shouldn't be a thing. Seriously.
Yes, and the other thing that's disturbing about it is Truth looks exactly the same as when Truth started wrestling. It's like that's disturbing.
Yep.
Truth is like
His
Truth.
hair gets longer, that's all.
That is it. Like Truth is just like he's the human immortal person. It's like there's no way you look like this. Like you look exactly like you did when you were younger. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
The whole joke where, like, because he did a couple John Cena moves, like the whole joke where he grew up watching John Cena and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
It is like he's so good. So then we have Nia Jax. She comes out and she's basically talking shit about Becky. Becky comes out. So they're basically going back and forth saying whatever. And Nia keeps telling her that you need me. I don't need you. We'll have this match on my time, blah, blah, blah. And Becky just, I don't know why, but Becky just like fucking tears into this woman. Like tears into this woman. Just like fucking tears into her. And so Nia just like goes to leave and Becky just gets mad and jumps on her. And it was so funny because Becky jumps on her and just starts punching her in the back of the head and just punching her. And Nia's just still going and Nia just winds up throwing her off and just punches Becky one time and Becky's down. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, she's stronger. She's bigger. That's funny. All right.
She said something about her daughter though. That's why like she got pissed off.
I mean, of course, Becky's going to get pissed off. So that brings up what Becky had a Sports Illustrated thing because Becky's contract is up next year. Next year, the 2024, Becky is going to be a free agent, and so is Seth Rollins. So their contracts are going to be up. And it's like, bet. So, like, they asked her, was like, what about you going to the job market? She's like, yo, I love WWE from the beginning. WWE is my shit. And, like, eventually I'm going to retire in WWE. People took it as like, oh, she's never leaving WWE. But the fact that she said she's going to retire in WWE doesn't mean she's staying with WWE. She just said she's
Pretty
going to
much.
retire with WWE. So that's the thing. And it's like, okay, well, and everybody is like, WWE needs to throw more money at her, make sure she stays, blah, blah, blah. That's it. And that's the thing. So that being said, the next thing they do is we turn around the next day, they offer Charlotte a bunch of money. Charlotte re-signs with WWE. So Charlotte is now extended her contract. They threw a lot of money. Then Bailey resigns. So Bailey resigns. And somebody brought up to Sean Ross Sapp about, hey, what about Mercedes? He said that Mercedes wants more money than what Charlotte got because they said that Charlotte has the biggest woman's contract ever. And Mercedes wants more money than that. Now, that's what Sean Ross Sapp said. I heard a little birdie told me, said some things that they already threw that money at Mercedes' way, and Mercedes has already signed. I don't know if that's true. The little birdie has told me that, yes, she's already signed. They're just waiting to the Rumble, but she's already signed, and they threw every dollar that she wanted at her, and that was a thing. I'm like, oh. And it's kind of weird how the four horsewomen are like talk the contracts right now, and it's like, oh, yep, that might be a thing.
You might get your wish.
Yeah, no, it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen not next year, but in 2025. It's gonna happen 2025 because 2024 everybody's booked up already. Everybody's
Yeah.
booked up in something big, and we have to wait and see if one of these matches play out because one of these matches may be the matches I really want and not the matches everybody else wants. But we will have to see because something might change. But yeah, so back to Raw. We get Kofi Claus. He's running around doing this thing and he bumps into DIY and DIY. They say, hey, we want the tag titles. And I'm like, okay. And Kofi said, I don't have tag titles in here, but I have a Yeet shirt. And then they bump into Miz. But the funny thing about that was like, as soon as they said we want the tag titles, like the first thing in my mind, it was not like, oh my God, like they're never getting the tag titles. It was like whoever wins tonight, they have to fight DIY. And I've been saying this for
Yeah.
months. I said this for like a year. The DIY was going to be a thing. They're going for the tag titles. At the end of this show, like that's all I was thinking about was like, oh, we're gonna get DIY tag titles. Yes. So then we had a match. We had a match for the IC title. If Miz wins, if Miz loses, he never challenges for the IC title against Guffer. And we had a match where literally everyone, I don't know one person that didn't say this. I don't know one fucking person who watched this match in good fucking faith, in normal human wrestling standards. Not one fucking person said that this was not Miz's best match. This was Miz's best match. This was Miz's best match. Ever.
Honestly, I kind of like the first one better.
This one was better. This one was way better. This one was way better.
Okay.
And It's like I've seen so many people just like commend Miz, like, and then people immediately commended Triple H, and people were like, "Well, how the fuck are you commending Triple H? You want to know how? Because people were
How?
fucking cheering for Miz. People were cheering for Miz. They weren't in his hometown. They were cheering for Miz, and it's like, you know what? That's actually kind of true.
Yeah, because who cheers Miz nowadays other than me?
Yes, just you.
Because
And
I'm a Miz fan. So
yes, Miz hit like a top rope skull crushing finale. Gunther kicked out. Gunther did the Rainmaker, and that like immediately started throwing up red flags for a lot of people who earlier this week found out that Barry Bloom is representing Okada, which is the lawyer who represents most of the wrestlers like in AEW and Jericho and all of them. Like he represents everybody. So the fact that he's representing Okada, which is very telling, means that Okada might be leaving New Japan. And if he's leaving New Japan, there's only two places he could go: WWE or AEW. And it's like when people saw the Gunther do the Rainmaker, they're like, oh, maybe there's some truth there. Okay. Okay.
not our truth though. That was the beginning of the show.
And Gunther won. His hand was fucked up, but he won. He definitely won. And we're just waiting to see if when he did an interview, like the next day, they asked him about some stuff. And one of the things he said in the interview was, yo, I want Brock Lesnar. Like, I don't give a fuck. I want Brock Lesnar. He's like, that's my opponent. That's who I want. I want Brock Lesnar. I'm like, well, shit. You said it. We've been waiting. We've been waiting. We just need to hear it. That's it.
Hopefully, it plays out on TV now.
Oh, it definitely will. Because like when people say stuff, it just doesn't stay on the internet. It goes to everywhere. So
Yeah.
Gunther was mad at Imperium, and Imperium started beefing with Kofi, and Kofi gave them a bump to Cole. So okay, that was a thing.
Wait, Kofi Klaus was Santa?
Kofi Claus, yes. I just shortened it for Kofi. I didn't want to say Kofi
Oh,
Claus, but that's Kofi.
oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm making fun of them because they like. I think it was Cole. No, was it Cole? Yeah, it might have been Cole. He was so surprised, like it was Kofi. Like what the fuck? Like, dude, we knew all along it was Kofi. What the hell? You literally called him Kofi Claus.
Yes. So they did a Nightmare Before Christmas with Nakamura, and he read like a Nightmare Before Christmas twist on Cody Rhodes, and like basically called his dad an inbred, called him a nitwit, and so he ends the fucking story, and I'm like, oh, okay. Soon as he ends the story, Cody just attacks him and beats the shit out of him. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't see that coming. They wind up
Yeah,
fighting.
same.
Yeah, because I thought like they was like, oh, this is a pre-tape. It has nothing to do. No, Cody and them fought, and Cody wound up fighting him outside, back to the ring, and like they break it up. But like, yeah, this is a fucking hot feud. Like this is a hot feud for I didn't know why. It's a hot feud.
Yeah. At one point, he tried to put Nakamura through a table with the crossroads, which, correct
Yes.
me if I'm wrong, wouldn't that hurt Cody more?
Mm-hmm. So then we get in the back and we get Adam Pierce and Tozawa, and Tozawa's asking for a match, and Pierce goes, "You sure you really want that?" He's like, "Yes," and he gives him a match. And then we get Chelsea Green and Piper Niven in there, and they're complaining about the tag team title match. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then they leave, and Bronson Reed comes in, and Bronson Reed's like, "Yo, I heard you want to do something for the IC title," and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I want in." So it's like, okay. Once again, this is another person who already had an IC title shot that wants the IC title, and it's like, like I like Bronson Reed and Walter was really good, but it's like I like I'm waiting to see who that person is going to be, and it's probably going to be Jay Uso. But like, yeah, I mean, it's a
It's
thing.
happened what twice, 3 times already.
Hmm.
Panther versus Reed.
Yes. So then we had the TikTok Toxic Tag Team going for the tag team titles against Piper and Chelsea, and we have new women tag team champions, and it's the TikTok Toxic Tag Team. How do you feel about
You know
them
you're
winning
gonna
the
have.
title?
I don't like it, but now you have to say like all those T's together. The TikTok Toxic Tag Team Champions.
Yes, and I'm ready for it. So then we get in the back and we get Alpha Academy. Ivy Niles back there, and Ivy saying, "Yo, I got to go help my boys, but also I'm going to beat up Rhea Ripley." And so we find out who Tozawa wanted to face, and he wants to face Ivar from the Viking Raiders. It's like, oh, okay. He wants to fight Ivar. Ivar is going to destroy him. And
Yeah.
it was a thing. And the funny part was like when he left, Otis was like, listen, man, he was like, I don't know what the fuck he's thinking, but I hope nothing bad happens, but if it does, I got his back. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You have his back. And
He wasn't out there.
yeah, he wasn't out there, but he has his back somehow. So we get to see the women's tag team champions celebrate with all the other women's tag teams. And then we have Natty and Tegan beefing with Shayna and Zoe. And they're saying, yo, I'm going to be number one contender. I'm going to be number one contender. All right, well, next week we're going to have a match. Okay. And it's like, all right, like that was random, but all right. That's how it
Well,
felt.
it's two the random tag teams, so there you
Yeah.
go.
But the funny part is Shayna and Natty were a tag team. That's the weird part. They were a tag team together. It's like, okay, all right.
True, but remember, Shayna also betrayed Natty for Naya.
Yes. So then we get Tozawa versus Ivar, and Maxine is out there, and she helps beat up whatever her name is, Valhalla. But Ivar still winds up killing Tozawa. 1, 2, 3. It's over. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, more Ivar beating people and becoming stronger and stronger.
Because that did do a little something something though.
Yeah, he did
Like
do a
he
little.
had it was kind of a squash, but he did have some offense at least. It wasn't like a total loss.
Mm-hmm. But like, I was like, I'm getting more and more surprised with Ivar being a singles because like I always think of him just as a tag team war machine, like, but him being solo is actually really fucking good.
Yeah.
So then we get Seth Rollins, and he comes out and he's ready. He's pissed off. He's ready to cut a promo on Drew, and Drew walks out. And this is so like I literally after this, I didn't know who to cheer for. And I'm not even joking. I didn't know who to fucking cheer for. Because Drew just starts talking about how much he needs a title and how he's lost family and lost so much time and so much this because he's been away from them and he's done everything and he needs the title to validate him doing all of these things. And he said he just can't give this up. He said he knows that he's good. He said he respects Seth Rollins. He said he respects him for basically calling out Punk on his bullshit. He said, I've been through so much shit all these years. I need that title to validate me that everything I did was right. When he said all of this stuff, and then he even pointed out, he was like, you will never know this shit. He was like, your wife, she knows this because she is far away from her family. And he's saying all of this, and you can see Seth start to tear up. Like Seth starts to tear up because he really said some touching shit. and made you just go like, oh my god, like this man sacrificed his whole entire life for all of this, and he needs that validation, and I really want him to win. And Seth goes, you know what? He was like, I respect you. He was like, I respect that. He was like, but he's like, I still don't. He's like, I still don't trust you. He was like, but I also pity you. And he walked off, and Drew attacked him, but Seth got the better of him and beat him down until Drew fucking did the Alabama Slam on the steps to Seth Rollins. But I was so conflicted after this.
Everybody's a good guy.
Yes, because like once again, this is another thing about Drew. Drew has always, ever since he did this heel turn, he's been spitting facts. Everything Drew has said is literally true. Like everything he said is literally true. Like he's never lied. Everything Drew said is true. Drew has been telling the truth. Drew has not lied.
Here's the
Drew has.
question then.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the question then.
Uh-huh.
Like you actually used the word heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
Is he technically a heel then? Because heels lie. Heels like only like put it on their side. But like even though everything's one sided, it's still true.
But that's the thing. Comic book villains, villains from movies, villains from everywhere. There's always a villain that tells the truth. That tells the truth, no matter how vicious they are, and they do something, they tell the truth because what they're saying is genuinely right. Thanos was right. He was right, but the way he went about it was wrong. That's the problem. Drew's right. The way he's going about his rightisms is wrong. That's why Drew
Gotcha.
is the bad guy. Because he's right. He's doing it right. Everything he's saying is right, but his actions to get to where he needs to get to is wrong. So that makes him a villain. That makes him the bad guy. He's the heel because he's doing bad things to get to the right place. And it's like, that's it. That's that little line that people cross between bad guys and good guys. When a good guy just goes straight down the middle and is like, I'm going to get to my destination this way. When the bad guy's like, no, we're going for the same thing, but I'm going to do this thing over here that's going to make me get there faster, and I'm definitely going to get to where I'm going to need to get to. That's it. That's what makes him a bad guy.
Gotcha.
So then we get the Creed brothers, and they talk to Cody, and they call Cody their GOAT. And like, because they saved him last week, and he just basically thanked them, and he's like, oh, like, it's the GOAT, Cody. And like, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why are y'all just like excited for Cody? I mean, no shade to Cody, but it's like, what the fuck are y'all so excited for Cody? Like, what the fuck is going on?
They were like totally fanboying for him.
Yeah, it was so weirded out. Like, what the fuck? So then we had Kofi Cross come out and throw out a bunch of shirts, and then he gets beat up by Imperium, and then Jay Uso comes out and saves him. And it's like, oh, Jay Uso saves him. And Jay Uso winds up having a match against Ludwig, and he beats Ludwig. And it's like, okay, I see where this is going. Called it months ago, but you see where this is going.
I
So
almost called him Ludwig Borga, but okay.
you were close, Ludwig Kaiser. So
Yeah.
so like I said earlier before, like, yeah, this is going to the championship match with Gunther and Jay Uso. Do you want Jay Uso to win the title?
Yes. Like no hesitation.
Okay, like, you sure about this? You want him to win the title?
Not that you could think of someone better, but yeah. As far yeah, like Jade, his single career is like he's flourishing and whatever. And it's about time Gunther loses the title. He has the record, like he doesn't need the title anymore. He could go on to better things. Like he doesn't need the title face Brock Lesnar, first of all. That's one thing. So he
Okay,
could go on to that match and go for the heavyweight, you know?
okay, yes, but here's the thing: the Usos are supposed to have a match at WrestleMania. I don't want the IC title on Jey Uso in a match with two people from two different brands going at it, and it means nothing. Like that, once again, the IC title will not be defended at WrestleMania. Last year, they had it defended by Gunther in the triple threat. That was a thing. Like, so now it's like, I don't want to see it not defended at WrestleMania. So keep it on Gunther. Let them defend it at WrestleMania. Have the Uso brothers face each other. Good, and then you can take it off of them and have Jay win it. But other than that, like,
Counterpoint.
mm-hmm,
Counterpoint.
mm-hmm,
Because, like, we all know it's going to happen. It
mm-hmm,
just hasn't been on television yet, correct? Like, it's been little things like when, like, Jay cost him a tag team championship with Cody and whatever, right?
mm-hmm.
What if down the line, like, Jimmy cost Jay the IC title, you know? Because, like, he's going to wind up saying yeet one too many times.
Mm-hmm.
And then Roman's gonna tell him like, "Yo, you gotta get this J shit out your head or whatever." Then he's gonna go after what you call it? He's gonna go after his brother, cost him the title, and that's where you like have the feud for Mania.
But see what you just said. You literally just said cost them
Mhm.
a title. So if they're having this match, if Jay Uso's having this match against Gunther, and you just said he's going to cost him the title,
No, 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 no. He wins the title. He wins the title, right? And because like we're nowhere like at that point with Jimmy and Jay yet. So when we after he wins the title, he costs him the title to whoever's gonna lose it to. Then that person defends the IC title at Mania or whatever, you know?
But to me, that would invalidate everything because you just took the title off of Gunther and you just made him lose it immediately. Like that makes no sense. Like it's like you took it off the champion that had
Immediately?
it the longest. Immediately, yes. Like we literally have like 3 months to WrestleMania. Like this happens at like this probably happened at the Royal Rumble. So like it would make him lose it and just like, well, what was the point? And then it goes on to the next person. It's like, oh yeah, I have it. Yay. It just would invalidate the title win. Like,
For Jay, but like he'll be all right. Like at least he had a singles title,
yeah, but you're not
and it
like
progresses his feud with Jimmy.
yeah, but that's not you're
See,
not go on.
you're worried about Gunther's whole thing, whatever. Gunther
No,
doesn't need the title anymore. Like
that's not
fuck
what I'm
it.
worried about. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the legacy of the
Okay.
title and how it makes the person who has it. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about Gunther because Gunther's gonna lose it either way. Like you had the title and you immediately this title who has now made its lineage with having the longest title reign, a person who had it is like the greatest intercontinental champion in all. You beat the greatest intercontinental champion in all. You become the next guy. You lose it immediately. It's like, well, the belt is just basically what the fuck it was way before Triple H got involved. It's like the belt is just like a prop. It means nothing. Like it means nothing. Yeah, it's going to progress the storyline, but it means nothing. It's like, well, whatever. And like you're going to have people holding,
That's
and it's like it's just going to be like, oh, well, it's just the IC title, oh, whatever. People holding it
that's
now.
why they came up with the term. That's why they had the term transitional champion. Like Jay wouldn't matter in the IC title like situation. He'll have it, yes, good for him. But the more important thing is like him and his brother.
Yeah, and I would never look at that title again the same. Like they would have, it would take years for them to rebuild it in my eyes. If they did that, I'll be like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about the IC title. Like that's exactly how it felt. Like,
So
yeah, I wouldn't give a shit.
if if the next person after Jay gets it and he has a lengthy like championship,
Mhm.
it's still gonna bother you.
Yeah, it's gonna bother me because like you ruined like something really cool. Like just like the tag team titles with fucking Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Like they had the title, they took it off of the Usos, who had it for the longest tag team title reign. You gave it to Kevin and Sami. They defended it 3 times. Boom, they lost the titles to the Judgment Day. And it's like not even 3 times. I think it was their second title defense. They lost it to the Judgment Day. It's like What the fuck was the
Yeah, I
point? Like,
think you're right. Second time.
it was like, what was the point? Like, the Judgment Day have the titles now, and like they're bringing prestige to it. But it was like, so what was the point in just taking them off and giving it to Kevin and Sammy when they had like the hottest run ever, and they lost the titles, and it was just like, there you go, bye. It was like, what the fuck was the point? Like, and now it's getting to the point with like, even though they're having great matches, fucking Judgment Day is just like holding the title in his props, and it's like it's not really doing anything for them. Like, it's not really. It's
So
not.
your logic is like everyone should have lengthy, long ass title reigns.
Not it. What
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying.
understanding. That's what I'm understanding.
Yeah, you're not understanding because
Okay.
whoever takes it off of the person who has a lengthy title reign, they should have
Mhm.
a title reign that at least goes 6 months, 6 months or more. Like Kevin and Sammy, they took it off of them. They should have had a 6 month title reign, and then they could lose it to whoever. Like if you have the title long time, whoever takes it off of you 6 months, then you can do whatever because it'll make that person feel special because they're holding the title, they're wrestling with the title. It's like I took it off the greatest champion. Boom, I'm the great. Like when Cody wins it, Cody's gonna win it, and if Cody gets cashed in that same night, I'm gonna be pissed, which probably is gonna happen. But if Cody won it and kept it for like 6 months and then lost it, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm cool with that. Like Seth right now, Seth loses it right now. I'm cool with that. Seth had it for 6 months. Like I don't want super long title reigns, but I don't want it to be flip flopped. I don't want the title to be like, oh, here's the title, here's it is, and it's like no, put the title on somebody, stick with them for at least 6 months, at least 6 months, then switch it out. Like don't just give them the
Okay.
title and then just like, oh, here the next person. Give the title a little
You
prestige.
want the happy medium. You don't want like lengthy like Gunther or what you call it, Roman or whatever. I'm getting it now.
Yeah, like put some
It's fair.
prestige, like put some prestige on the title and make it feel like important. Like the way they do it in fucking AEW, it's like put some prestige on titles, and it's like, yeah, no, it kind of makes sense. Like, and that's what WWE is trying to do, and like that's why like giving it to Jay and then like taking it off him right then it's really fast, and it's like no, just let it breathe for a minute and then do it. So yeah, so we still have to finish Raw, then get to AEW. So we had the main event, which was the Creed Brothers versus the Judgment Day, which was a really fucking good match. Ivy Nile came out and beat up Rhea Ripley. And so this match ended. One thing I have to talk about, which I'm like, I like, but I also don't like. The fucking Creed Brothers finishing move, the Brutus Ball. This is like the third fucking time it almost fucking injured somebody. And it's like, all right, they had to figure out another finishing move.
I swear they had one prior.
Yeah, but I don't even remember what it was, but I really wish I do because like whatever that move was is what they should go back to. The Brutus Ball, like it looks cool, but also it's like it has fucked up a couple people. I know people like bounce up and like, all right, I'm cool, but like you can see like Damian Priest was holding his head after this one. He was like, oh, like I'm like, dog, they need to really stop.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
The move does not look cool to me. It's just the fact that it fucks people up. Like it's one of those cringe-worthy moves. Like oh shit,
Yeah,
because all he does is roll up into a ball and crash it into a person.
basically. And then like the ending, Damian Priest hits the choke bomb. 1, 2, whoa. Julius arm, his shoulder was up. His shoulder was up, and they counted 3. So I'm like, oh, that seems like a thing. Like,
Fuckery.
yeah, I think that they're gonna have a rematch somehow. I'm like, oh, okay, that like, and I'm cool with it because the match was really good. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was Raw. So then we get to NXT. I mean AEW. Um, so we start off with the Continental Classic. I am pissed off that the Continental Classic is this way, the way that it is. And I know some people will be like, "Oh, no, no, no." Like, like I said before, I know how they have a tiebreaker in round robins, and like, oh, this person beat this person, so that means that person wins. And I'm like, oh, that's what's going to happen here. And they're like, no, 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 that's not what happens. I'm like, what do you mean that's not what happens? This is what happens. Look, whoever has like the most points, blah blah blah, yeah, yada yada yada. Like, oh, okay, well, all right, sure, okay, and that's what happened. I'm like, okay, so apparently, and it starts off with Swerve, who was Swerve, like everybody loves Swerve. Like they were singing his fucking song. The whole crowd was hyped as soon as he walked out. And like I like Swerve. I like his wrestling. I like his vibe. It's some like I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm gonna say this and there's gonna be a controversial take. His character, and I know people are like, that's what got him over. His character, I don't like. He just has this fucking. It's something about this character that fucking irritates the shit out of me. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck it is. It just irritates the shit out of me. And I can't put my finger on it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. Like, I don't like his, like, it's something about his character, especially when he's doing his promos and like doing his mouth and shit. And it's like, it's just something up. It's just something that irritates the shit out of me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's something that irritates the fucking shit out of me. I'm like, I don't get. I don't. It's just something irritating the shit out of me. But apparently, that's what everybody likes. I'm like, all right, well, if you like it, I love it. Whatever. Like,
Here's the thing.
mm-hmm,
I agree with you 100%. It's
mm-hmm.
something annoying as shit about him, right?
Yes.
Now, as to people liking him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like disagree with you on that because I don't think people necessarily like him. They like the song.
Mm-hmm.
They like Prince Nana dancing.
Mm-hmm.
It's only that. Like Swerve is like secondary when it comes to that shit. He's a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's him.
Yeah, it may be the song because like they were popping for the song as soon as it came on. I'm like, oh, okay. But like I said, I love his wrestling. I love the person who he is, but like I just don't. The character is just not clicking for me. The character is not clicking for me, and that's the thing that bothers me. But like him as a wrestler, I've always liked Shane Strickland as a wrestler. I've always been a fan of his. But it's like I've even said this a long time ago on this podcast. It was like when he first started this, it was like this evil villain type guy. I'm like, it just isn't working for me. And everybody else is like, nah, it's working. I love it. And it's like, all right, whatever. And like you said, I believe that it is probably Prince Nana and the music that has him more over than anything.
Yeah, because if he gets rid of the music and gets rid of Prince Nana, watch he don't be as over. People not gonna cheer for him as much. It's similar to Cesaro in WWE, or Claudio as he's known now. He had that music people loved, and like they got rid of it, and then people kind of like soured on him.
Yeah, but he's a real good wrestler. Like I fucking enjoy his matches. It's just like his character is irritating. So
yeah,
he took on Rush in the very first match, and he winds up beating Rush. And it was like, oh yeah, I knew he was going to beat Rush. So apparently, with the rules, he gets to fight Moxley later on, and not later on, but like the next match in the tournament is him and Moxley. It's like, oh, okay, well, that's the thing. All right, but yeah, and I know somebody out there is like, wait a minute, but like in New Japan, don't they have the finals too? Yeah, but you have to remember in New Japan, there's like 12 people in each block. So of course you have to narrow it down to get to that. It's like 5 people here, and it's like you don't really have to narrow it down. Like whoever wins the block goes on to win the thing. That's why I was thinking about it like that. But like in New Japan, it's like 12 people, and like you have to narrow it down because like there's multiple people with points. This is just literally like 6 people. You don't have to do this. Like you really don't have to do this.
The funny part, they very well could have done it exactly the way New Japan does it, but they just decided to make it like smaller.
Yeah,
Which, I guess.
because they have the people, and like some of these people in the tournament, I wasn't even like going like yay. Like I even said it when they made the tournament. I'm like, they have so many other people that could be in this tournament. It would be so great, and they're like, no, we're just gonna put these people in it. And it's like you have like 2 or 3 good people. Like there's like, oh, they're great, and then you just have like other people that's like randomly in it, like Brody King, and like okay, like and there's nothing against Brody King, but he was in House of Black. Like you could have had Malachi Black in it. You could have had
Yep.
you could have had Ricky Starks in it. You could have had this one and that one. Like you could have had all these people in it, and everybody literally was drooling at like just the possibilities of matches. And they're like, no, we're just gonna put these 12 people, and that's it. All right, bye. It's like, come on, man. Like whatever. But enough complaining. So then we got the condolences of Kenny Omega. Like, I lied to you not. I noted Kenny is fine, but they had Chris Jericho walk out here somber as shit, wearing black, and he goes, I would like to regretfully inform you people of Kenny Omega. And I was about to say, oh my God, is injured.
You text me too.
Because the way he said it, like he came on all sad and somber, like Kenny had passed, and I'm like, dog, what? Like I literally was losing my mind, but he just was saying that Kenny was injured. But like Jesus Christ, the way he did that did not come across good. I was pissed.
Here's the thing, in all seriousness, if it were to happen, right?
Mhm.
Like God forbid, because I like Kenny, wouldn't it not be Jericho to announce that? Like, wouldn't it be the Bucks? Like, obviously, probably the announcer would like announce it to the TV people, you know.
I think everybody would like they would have Tony Khan come out and do this big thing, but like that Jericho thing was like so like it came across like he was gone. I was like I was frantic. I was like, yo, what? No, he's in the hospital. He's all right. And it's like, yeah, no, he's just hurt. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And he had no music, no nothing, and it just was like so fucking somber. It was like, God damn, dude. That was not good.
Here's the thing, how badly injured is he? Because yeah, he was 100% somber, so the injury probably worse than we think.
No, diverticulitis is really bad. Like Davey Boy Smith had it, and that was like almost a year ago, and he'll be having his first match in December. So like that was a long bout. So we don't know how long Kenny's going to be out. Also, Brock had it, and Brock was out for however long Brock was out. And it's like, yeah, like you don't know when they're going to come back, but like they might come back, but like hopefully Kenny will come back. But as long as he's all right.
Yeah.
As long as he's all right.
Hopefully.
So then we had Jay Lethal versus Mark Briscoe. And for 2 people who have no fucking points, they went out there and beat the shit out of each other. I was like, God damn, like y'all don't have any points. I was like, no, we don't even care. We're gonna beat the fuck out of each other. Like, oh, okay.
I enjoyed the match. Probably was the best match in the tournament for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it was really good. And Mark won with the J Driller. And like they shook hands after that. They was like, yeah, no, we're cool. Like, and just because I said that last week, I was like, they're gonna probably wind up being a tag team or just like being cool from now on. And Jay's gonna lead Jeff Jarrett, and they're gonna be cool. All right. So
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. So then they show MJF winning the Jewish Heritage Award or Jewish something award. I wasn't quite clear on what it was, but he won an award. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
So then they had Wardlow, and Wardlow is pissed off at Max, and he said, "I'm gonna bring the devil to hell." And it's like, bro, you're part of the Devil Squad. Shut up.
Because it's 100% him. He's the big guy.
Yeah. Then they showed last week Hangman getting attacked, and Joe comes out, and Joe's pissed off, and Joe's like, listen, everybody's got attacked except for Max. Max was just laying on the ground, like no one attacked him. What the fuck? So he calls out Max, and Max like, dog, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Like, I hate these devil people just like you. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's not me. But yeah, like you was beefing with Hangman, then Hangman got attacked. So what's up? And he's like, dog, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I promise it wasn't me. So all of a sudden they're about to fight, and then all of a sudden the lights go out, and here comes the devil people, and they beat the shit out of all these devil people. It was like 30 devil people for no reason. And then the devil goes on the screen and says, hey, you guys, next week defend your Ring of Honor tag team titles against some of my devils. And I literally yelled at the screen. I yelled at the screen as loud as possible. We did this 2 fucking weeks ago. What the fuck are you talking about? I was so pissed. I was so fucking pissed. Because, like, this is the same shit they did 2 weeks ago. They said, yo, I want you to fight my devils. All right. Then Max gets, quote unquote, laid out. Oh, well, we can't do this. Now we're going to do it again? And then Max is like, well, Joe, you don't have to say anything because I know you don't want to. Joe's like, nah, fuck it. We're going to do this. And I'm like, this is so stupid. We already did this. We did this. Like, we
And
fucking...
March, like this time, Joe's the one that's going to get messed up.
Probably. So then we had a backstage interview with Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, Chris Statlander, and Orange Cassidy. So Renee talks to Rocky, and she's talking to Rocky, and Rocky's like, yeah, he's like, listen, I just lost the championship that I had in Mexico, and like, I'm going to be looking for gold eventually. And, you know, I'm trying to get back to where I was. And all of a sudden, Orange Cassidy goes, okay. He's like, all right. He's like, I accept your challenge. And Rocky's like, wait, what? And Trent and Chris Statlander was like, yeah, you got a title match. And Rocky's like, wait, what? No, I didn't say. I was like, wait, guys, and everybody's like congratulating him, and they're walking off. He's like, wait, no, excuse me. He's like I didn't ask for this.
Like no one batted an eye with that shit.
That shit was so hilarious. I was cracking the fuck up because it was so random. Orange just goes, yeah, no, I'll give you a title match. And he just walks off, and everybody just congratulates Rocky. Rocky's like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I didn't ask for this. Holy shit, that was so good. Yes. So then we had Toni Storm come out and do commentary, and she calls Taz a landlord because he's the human duplex machine. I was like, what the fuck? That's exactly what I was. I was like, what the fuck? Yo,
I didn't hear that part.
Oh my gosh, she was so good on commentary. She was just like saying the dumbest shit, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, this is so random. They asked her about being an outcast. She said it was just a fever dream. That never really happened. I'm like, excuse me, what? Like, am I crazy? Like, yo, it was so funny, the shit that she was just saying. I'm like, God damn, Tony is great. But Rio and Saraya was having a match, and of course Rio beats Saraya. And then Toni Storm comes to the ring, and she gets in the ring with some fucking old school monocles and looks at Rio like she's so far away. She's right there. She's looking at her like she's far away. And then Rio just like, fuck it, I'm gonna attack you. And Rio just attacks her. Like, what the fuck? And then Mariah comes out of nowhere and hits Rio over the back with the title. I'm like, oh, okay. So then we had Tony Schiavone read something from Christian. The Christian said he's going to be there next week, and he's going to take Nick Wayne on a holiday adventure because that's his son, and blah blah blah. And he told everybody in that town that they suck. I was like, oh, okay, this is so fucking like it's so fucking random, but it's
Something to the
Christian.
effect he's gonna face Edge,
Okay,
or he's not gonna face Edge. He mentioned Edge. Like I forget exactly what he said, but he mentioned Edge.
yes. So that was a thing. So then we had the best thing on the show. So MJF's in the back and he's walking and he sees a shiesty on the floor. The shiesty, for you guys who don't know, is a ski mask. So he sees it on the floor and it's right in front of the Mogul Embassy. And immediately I'm just like, oh, this is a little racist. Because the Mogul Embassy is a thing. And they're like, oh, that's a little racist. So he grips up Nana. He was like, oh, so you're the devil. And Nana's like, no, 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 it's not me. And then Swerve comes out. And Swerve comes out and Max just starts talking. Max calls him Shane. And Max starts talking about when they were riding around in a car going places together and all of this. And they just start going back and forth. And it was some of the best shit that I've heard on fucking AEW. They start talking about there's levels to this shit, and then Swerve hit him with the line. He was like, "Yo, remember when you was talking to Regal, and Regal said that you like he wouldn't sign you, you needed more time, and this." He was like, "That's the problem. You run up to them to try to get signed. They came after me to sign me." I was like, damn, that's true. That's fucking true.
That hurt.
That did hurt. They just kept going back and forth, but it was like, ooh. And like, as soon as they said that, like they did this little back and forth, I was like, yeah, I want this fight more than anything. So yeah, this is gonna happen. Then Joe came in to stop it, and when Joe stopped it, Nana opened the door. Was like, yo, like you're not just gonna jump my boy. And then Nana said, yo, Swerve, we got to talk about something that happened on Collision. And I'm like, Doug, like, you've been with him all week. Why didn't you tell him? What? You just going to tell him now? Okay, cool. So then we had Roderick Strong versus Commander. And Roderick Strong did the best end of heartache I've ever seen to somebody to Commander. Like he flipped him upside down, and I think Commander didn't know what end of heartache was. Like it's a backbreaker, and Commander did like a full rotation and landed on like front side down on his knees. I was like, oh my god, like that looks so cool.
Don't lie for the man. Don't lie for the man. He knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. He meant for that shit to look like that.
But that shit looks so fucking cool. Roddy got the win, and then Roddy just basically kept saying MJF's the devil, and he said, Samoa Joe is my friend, my best friend, by proxy.
I love that part. I love that part.
And he basically told Joe he's trying to protect him because MJF's the devil, and you're gonna get screwed by MJF. I'm like, okay. I mean, I love it. It was just like it's just so dumb. It's one of my favorite things. It's just so dumb. It's so fucking stupid. So then we get to the main event, which is John Moxley versus Jay White. And this is for the Cruiserweight Classic. I mean, the Continental Classic. And it was a really good match, and Jay won. So now Jay won. Jay has 12 points. So does Swerve, and so does Moxley. So next week, it's a three-way. And throughout the match, Jay injures, quote-unquote, Moxley's leg. So that's a thing going into the main event of next week. But the best
He's
part...
been doing promos for a while about him having an injury, so...
Yeah, so like now they're going to use it for the match. But the best part to me was when Jay won, Swerve comes out. So Swerve comes out, Swerve's music is playing, And of course, Jay White just goes in the Jay White thing and he just starts doing a dance. And it just was so fucking hilarious. So fucking
Yes.
hilarious. Because he's just so dumb and he did that, but it was great. So yeah, next week it's a three-way for the winner of the Gold Cup. But like I said before, it's like not that many people. We shouldn't even be here, but all right. Not that many people.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so that was a podcast. That's it. That's it. So
Yes, sir.
anything? No, nothing. Nothing.
You told me I wasn't allowed to say yeet anymore, so that's the. However, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do actually have two things to say, right?
Okay.
Apparently, there's word going around. Matt Riddle signed with MLW, and then I'm
Yep.
not sure if he signed, but Mustafa Ali is in progress currently.
No.
He might be going around or whatever, but like he's there currently.
No. Mustafa Ali is doing everything. He's going around. He's like he
Okay.
literally had about 20 to 30 different dates. He had 20 to 30 dates that he has going around. 20 to 30 dates going around.
Okay.
So that's the thing. But yes, MLW has signed Matt Riddle. MLW.
And he's gonna have a match against
Jacob Fatu.
Fatu.
Yep, that's the thing. And I totally forgot. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I totally forgot that Matt Riddle was in MLW before this. Like, I totally forgot. Like, when I saw him in the MLW ring, I was like, oh shit, that's right, he was there. We watched this. Holy shit, I totally forgot. I fucking forgot.
Like Matt's not a newbie. He's been around for years. So.
Yeah, that fucked me up. I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot that was a thing. Holy shit. But yeah, that's a thing. And yeah, so that's it. We're done, right? Right?
We're done.
Hey, man, the bitch, hey, who sold us now? We your city. It's just me, ooh. Okay, day one, it's just me, ooh. Day one, it's just me, ooh. Okay, day one, it's yeah, a lot of more up and knock 'em down like this. I did. Hey, it's on me now, ooh. Hey, I'ma get 'em all. I'ma get 'em all, ooh. Yeah. It's on me now, who's? It's on me. Hey, main event Jay Uso is now in your city.